My husband had a cake shop and I wanted a second car for work, so I used to see this car pass every day. And I thought, hey, that's appealing, because we had a couple of grand to spend, you know. There was a for sale sign at the back, and we tried to follow it down the back streets of all of Accrington, and then we found it in the paper.
And paid?
£1,200, which was a lot of money, really.
Tucked away behind the terraces in Accrington is Diane Graham's Morris Mini Traveller, a small car with big memories.
I'll notice that the garage door isn't fully open.
It hasn't been open for years.
How does Dave get a car out?
Well, we need 10 strong men to come and help us, I think, to get the garage door open.
Well, as Dave, you can count me out, because obviously I'm filming, so we might have a bit of a problem.
Right. We'll see.
Well,
I'm strong.
And obviously the tyres are all...
Flat and worn out.
So all in all, then, Dave's in for a bit of an afternoon, isn't he?
He is. He's going to make his money.
Former practice nurse Diane used the almond green Mini as a daily driver. But with a move to Lytham St Anne's on the horizon, it's time to say goodbye.
I used to deliver the flu jabs around the nursing homes. I didn't do a lot of miles. It was only in the local areas.
Reliable?
No. Not necessarily.
That's surprising for a Mini.
Yeah.
The car's been in the garage for how long?
I would say since 2007. That was the last tax disc. I used to run it up and down the back, and then, obviously, because it wasn't going anywhere, I just closed the door on it.
You did well to close the door on it.
I know. The door was all right at the time.
Oh, sorry. That's succumbed to rust as well, has it?
Yes, along with the car. It was immaculate when we bought it, but obviously wear and tear, and we had to have it resprayed, and that's how it was. It was immaculate. I actually did the wood myself. I varnished the wood myself with York varnish. This is my daughter, Natalie, in a swimming costume. It must have been a nice day like it is today. She used to love it. She used to pretend to drive it. Didn't like it when it broke down.
And how old's daughter there, then?
I would say she's about 8.
And how old's daughter now?
She's 34.
So it's a few years ago, then?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, it was different to the rest on the road, and it was used to be admired quite a lot. I used to get notes put on my window screen all the time, asking if it was for sale. I want it to be brought back to life and used. Bring it back to immaculate.
What do you think it might be worth today?
I don't know. I really don't know. I've seen one for sale on eBay, £25,000. I think I had a Cooper S engine in, though.
So a sporty model?
Yeah.
But obviously you appreciate there's a lot of hard work that needs to go into...
Oh, of course, yeah.
So probably safe to assume it might not do £25,000.
I don't think so.
If it did...
I'd be very happy.
Dave's arrived in Accrington, not for a match, but for a motor.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, good to see you.
Yeah.
Diane Graham's Morris Mini Traveller has been languishing in the garage since 2007, behind a door as temperamental as the car. Clearly, Dave's had his Weetabix.
It's kept quite well, really,
It
isn't it?
has, yeah.
So what, you just fell out of love with it or got something else, or...?
Well, I've got a regular car. It's just, you need money to throw at it. We've kept it up to immaculate for so long, and then our mechanic retired, so...
Ah, that's... yeah.
That was it, really.
You used it a fair bit then, obviously, to start with.
I used to take my daughter all over when she did her acting and singing and...
Oh, she's definitely been part of the family then.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm really sad for it to go, but common sense has to prevail. I'm moving to St Anne's, you see.
Oh, blimey, are you going there? I thought,
Yeah, my daughter lives there, so I'm selling the house. You don't buy houses as well, do you? Have you not auctioned a house before?
No, I don't think we've done a house. I've always wanted an estate agency, though. Yeah, always fancied doing it. Yeah.
You can sell anything.
Yeah. I think it's kept real well.
I've got a big file full of paperwork that I've spent on it in the past.
And what are we doing with 4981DG?
That's my private plate. You can sell that as well. No good to me now, really.
Are you grovelling on the floor?
I'm grovelling just to see. We'll see it better in a minute when it gets out on the back of that lorry, but yeah, typical little Mini. There's a lot underneath that needs a bit of addressing. Yeah, someone will take it on. You mark my words, it will be a pit for money. It'll be like the Forth Road Bridge. Once you've started, it'll be like, oh my word. I'm going to just see if we can get a little bit of air in the tyres. Just 5 or 10 psi would be better than zilch. And then when they don't, I'm going to go back to plan B.
It's always good to have a plan B, isn't it?
And then back down and put the winch on it and press the button.
Is that plan B?
That's plan B.
Do we go beyond that, or is that it for now?
No, we'll see how those two go first, and then we'll worry about C later on. Yeah.
Helpfully, Dave's left his tyre inflator back in Thornton-le-Dale. So plan A translates as borrowing kit from Damien next door.
Don't put a load in though, just put like 10 psi in.
Yeah, just enough to get.
Just if I'm being a bit optimistic here, like 10 psi. We might get 2 out of 4.
That one's completely perished as well.
Well, that one's leaking. I can hear that one coming out. Oh well, we'll make the best of it.
They're only flat at the bottom.
They're only flat at the bottom. There you go. Brilliant.
She's a little bit tender. Bless her.
He's called Morris.
Yeah, well, Morris is just a little bit soft underneath here, Dave. We're not quite on plan C yet. I'm just hoping that the subframe doesn't come out and the car stays in the garage.
While Dave ponders why he didn't send Jack on this job, Diane's neighbour Damien is back with some more gear.
You got a flat screwdriver, Damien, have you?
I certainly have.
Just to pop these trims off. It's worked out all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you going to take any tools, Dave? Well, there's no need, because Damien's next door with a van for the tools.
Otherwise known as Lucky Dave, but anyway.
I thought you'd have got all this ready for us, Diane, to be honest with you, but anyhow.
I would have done if I'd have known what you wanted. You can do it.
It's like he's done it before, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think he knows what he's doing.
So Morris has seen the sun for the first time in a long time.
It's sad.
It's going to the right place, and hopefully a new owner and a new lease of life.
Definitely. That's what I'd like for it.
Getting it on weren't so bad. Getting it off could be fun.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, darling. Thank you. Here we have little traveller. That's a nice original interior. A little bit of an upgraded dashboard and such like. People didn't like the wood. They maybe do now, but they didn't really like the wood on the Morris Minor Traveller. There ain't much purpose, really. I think it's cosmetic. It's just as easy to press out a flat panel for one of these there and not bother with the wood. But they are pretty quintessential British. It's only the British that would retain something like that, I think. The Americans and any foreign manufacturers would probably make an all-steel body and stick the wood on. We go that bit further and actually make it an integral part of the vehicle. In my opinion, they're a super-looking little thing. They're lovely.
The 1968 Morris Traveller is crying out for a bit of TLC and a lot of welding. But also sitting pretty inside is an Austin Mini Countryman. Same iconic DNA, less rust.
When this model came on the market, little estate car, look, that was really popular. Really, really popular.
What do you reckon you're going to sell better?
The Woody. Yeah, the Woody's the one that we'd all want, one that I'd want, one that most other people would want. The old Woody, I think, will do extremely well. He looks to me like a very, very honest car. I personally think it'd do 5 or 6 grand. A really lovely one, could do 15. This one, 8 grand. We'll have more bidders on that than you will this. Loads more, oh, loads more, loads more. That will create a lot of interest and do all right.
The dawn of another auction day.
The Abarth dealer sign. Look at the size of that. Blimey, you've got a big garage. 400 for the second, third and final time.
From a heavyweight sign to a Mini with a soft underbelly.
And now we have a 1968 Mini Traveller. Lovely little Mini there. Now, we went down and collected the car 2 or 3 weeks ago. Diane's owned the car forever. District nurse, bless her. So where are we going to be? Who wants to start me then? The little Morris Mini. Who's going to start me at £4,000, please? Ash, £4,000 is the launch. Anyone going to start me at £4,000 then? £4,000, that's probably the value of the number plate, I would think. Nope. No one on there? No. Have a word with the office upstairs, and it's here to be sold, so they'll try their very best to put a deal together for you, I'm sure.
Despite Derek's prediction that there'd be tons of interest, Diane's Mini doesn't get a look in. However, it later sells for £4,000 to a serial collector in Northern Ireland. Joining Alan's collection of Minis is his £4 impulse buy, along with a free pallet.
I like my Minis. I like more rare cars. I wanted something to start restoring that there wasn't an awful lot about, and lucky enough I got it. Nobody else seemed to be interested in it, so yeah, it come my way.
So what do you think?
Not too bad. We'll see what it's like when we put it up in the lift, but I think it'll need a bit of work. A lot of welding required, I think. Might have to call on a proper welder, but we'll see. A bit of a hole here. Bit of work required here, but to be expected. Subframe's quite bad. I think the hardest job in this car is getting started.
It's a sinking feeling that our Restoring Classics team know all too well.
So, a few cobwebs by the looks of it. I see and notice some woodworm too has come across as well, so we'll have to deal with that. It's looking good, you know, it's growing on me. The fact that it's here now, I'll enjoy working on it, I will. I can't see any reason why I would sell it, just keep it. And,
So it's a keeper?
Probably is. Get at it and get stuck in. As I say, the biggest job's probably getting started.